Well, howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and well, check out this diecast here today. We got a vintage one from 2005. It is indeed the Scott Riggs Valvoline Chevrolet Monte Carlo from the years gone by. And I tell you what, this is one of my favorite paint schemes from 2005. It is such a underrated Valvoline paint scheme, and I'm so excited to do this diecast review. So the mold this car was produced on is the Racing Champions mold. Back in those years, this was considered more of the cheaper mold. But, unlike in modern-day NASCAR diecasts, the quality, even for the cheaper molds, were still incredibly good. I mean, you got detailed on the window bars. I mean, the mold is pretty accurate. The wheels are a little bit wobbly, but nonetheless, I mean, you can always swap these things out, right? But these things were really good quality for these diecasts. So anyways, let's go to the nose of this car. So you get the Valvoline logo here. I think the silver around the logo is just decal. I don't think it's an actual silver, but you can really see how the paint reflects so nicely. But the decals are a little bit more of a satin finish, even though it's all gloss. It's pretty cool how that works. So you got the Chevrolet bow tie right there. Get Monte Carlo. I'm assuming this is more of a super speedway mold because back in those years, the front valences were certainly different. This looks a lot like a super speedway one, kind of a speed bullet. Looks very sharp. Got Goodyear Gatorback belt, smooth Calvite, comp Edelbrock and Sunoco. Let's go to the left side of this diecast here, guys. And this is a blast from the past. So where you would get this car back in 05, you would get this car at like a Dollar General, maybe a Family Dollar. Generally, get this, guys. Generally, these cars were $2 a pop, brand new. I could not believe how cheap these cars were back in those years. $2 freaking dollars, man. You can't beat it. Of course, you have the NASCAR race car logo there. Nextel Cup Series mechanics wear. What is that? It's a Gillette Mach 3 Autometer Jezel. Whatever that is, EA Sports, Holly, USG, Rebestos, MB&A, that's an old sponsor, missed those days, 3M, Waste Management, and Mac Tools. You got the Goodyear decal there. Obviously, this diecast is, well, used. I mean, literally, the spoiler just chipped off of it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, these diecasts, unfortunately, are very brittle. I've talked about this numerous times in my videos, how these diecasts are very brittle into the fact that they actually will break off. And this literally just broke off, not even on cue. I'm going to try to re-glue that back. But yeah, that little corner of the spoiler literally broke apart. So while I say these cars were really good for $2 back in those years, unfortunately, the metal they made these cars with was very poor quality. I've even seen times where you'll put this car in a case and then you'll pick it up, and literally the A-post can snap, the front fender. I mean, it's incredible how quickly these things can break apart. I've never seen a diecast break that easily. And I have Hot Wheels cars that were made in the 60s, and they're still, and the molds are not cracked. So it's just this type of metal. I mean, it's not, I don't think every single diecast is going to do that. Maybe some of the COT wings over time, but unfortunately, this one literally cracked on camera. I've never even had a diecast do that from 2005. I did have a 2001, what was it, Joe Nemechek or Jerry Nadeau? I think it was Jerry Nadeau, actually. I had a 2001 car break. It was an open hood car. It wasn't a closed cast like this. And the hood piece and all that stuff, like the front fenders, it literally cracked. The car was really faded, so I'm assuming it got a lot of sunlight, maybe some garage wear. This car was never put outside, though. This was a inside car. It's just, unfortunately, that spoiler there has finally broke. Again, that's why I say these cars, you know, they're getting older, unfortunately. You got the Valvoline decal there, Valvoline on the side. We didn't even touch these yet. I got so distracted with the spoiler. We got U.S. Army. This is Teammates 2, of course, the 01 car. Centrex, some very tiny logos here. That's Z-Rex. That's a sponsor that was on Corey LaJoie's 2021 Darlington throwback. Centrex, once again, Valvoline. Love the pinstriping on this car, and, you know, I would love to see William Byron have a Valvoline paint scheme like this, because this paint scheme is just that beautiful, guys. But absolutely love this paint scheme. Very, very sharp, very beautiful. I like the modern Valvoline logos, don't get me wrong, but this one is just really cool. Now, the new Valvoline stuff nowadays is more of a new old look, the old fonts, but with higher quality graphics. But something about the 2000s ones are always going to be the best ones to me. It's like the Pepsi logos. They just look so cool. I'm trying to be very careful with this diecast here. It's crazy to think when you pick up a freaking card, it starts breaking like that, guys. So that's why I say with these Racing Champions cars, while the quality of the quality of the car was pretty good, it really is for the time. It's pretty good. This one was obviously played with, but definitely as time goes on, these things begin to get brittle. And to my theory, it's because the metal reacts to temperature. So highs and lows, cold temperature, high temperature, and over time it makes the metal brittle. I believe we're already seeing a fracture right there on that A-post. Yeah, this one is about to go. There's a fraction here, so yeah, this one is about to go, unfortunately. And I'm trying to be very, very gingerly with this diecast here. It's going to go back in the case, but you can already see the A-post is cracking. It's cracking there. But this is a great history lesson, I think, for a lot of newer fans out there. And it's why you got to be careful with your cars. Got the number 10 right there. Got the Eagle 1 decal right there on the deck lid. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and be very careful, hopefully, with this car, because I can already see the fractures on those A-pillars. And once those go, that car is gone. So what I'm probably going to do with this car is I'm going to try to restore the spoiler. What I'll probably do is I'll probably glue it, and then I'll try to repaint it. But unfortunately, this car is starting to go. I might put a clear coat on it or something to see if that would hold it. But yeah, definitely the metal is starting to go on this thing, which is sad because this was a car that never really got exposure to heat. I've had this car, I think I got it in 2005, actually. It was either early 2006 or 2005. But I played with this car a lot growing up. Surprised it's not in worse shape, but it is what it is. And this is the reality of these Racing Champions cars and how they're starting to literally fall apart. And it's sad, but I will kind of refresh everyone out there so you don't go crazy and get worried about your cars, is that this is only for the Racing Champions ones. I've never seen a winner circle car do this. I have never heard of a winner circle car doing it. And it's because the grade of the metal. It really is. What they probably used is very low quality, cheap metal, right? Diecast metal is generally the cheapest of most common metals, steel, aluminum, whatever. Diecast metal is very hard to bend, and it's also very cheap. Well, if a diecast made with this is considered cheap metal, you can only imagine what this would be. If this car was released nowadays, it would probably retail at $5 a piece, give or take. $2 in 2005, probably double it by now. But either way, man, I love this car. What do y'all think about this piece? Thank y'all so much for sticking around and watching the video. I cannot believe that literally broke on camera. That is crazy. Of course, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. And, hey guys, stay tuned. Literally, this Wednesday, the biggest diecast sale of the entire year. I'm so freaking hyped, guys. I wait all year for this Black Friday sale. It is going to be incredible. It's kicking off, I believe, 4 p.m. Central Time. Central Time, not Eastern. Central Time. So, depending where you are, the East Coast or the West Coast, make sure to check out Circle B Diecast. Every hour, they're going to have an update of the diecast. They're going to have 164s for 1 hour, 124s for 1 hour. They're going to be doing this from Wednesday to Sunday. They're going to have so many rock bottom deals, and I'll just give you a few examples here. They're going to have Kevin Harvick's 2020 Darlington Throwback 164 or 124, excuse me. Get this, for $22.50. $22 freaking $50. You will never get that cheap price ever again. They're going to have Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s pink 2020 124 diecast, right? The pink one. They're going to have that car for $22.50. $22.50. You will never get a 124 that cheap. It's unbelievable how dirt cheap it is. And then when you use the promo code Diecastbuffet, you'll even get free shipping as well. I legit don't even know how they stay in business with rock bottom deals like this, guys. So make sure to go check them out. Link down below to the website. They'll have a page on their front header on their website that shows you all the times for it. Again, it's kicking off this Wednesday, so if you got some free time, you're spending time with your family for the holidays, just check in every hour because you might see some cars that you never thought you can get that cheap. And for the 164 collectors, rejoice! I'm being told that almost every single thing in their warehouse, they have a warehouse, guys, they're big cats. Everything in their warehouse is going to be discounted. Except for the new releases, obviously anything that released probably within 1 or 2 months. So, I mean, if you're wanting some early 2021 releases, I would be shocked if they weren't on there. So get ready. 2020, 2021, even some older cars. They generally have some surprise diecasts. They get a lot of inventory for this sale. Just get ready. Just get ready because it's going to be insane. So thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, with the promo code, any orders $20 or more, $20 minimum. But I mean, think about it. If you're getting diecasts, you know, 124 cars for cheap is $22.50 with free shipping. I mean, you cannot beat that, dude. I mean, it's that crazy. If you bought a 124, usually it would cost you $10 to ship it generally. 164s, they're going to have cars as cheap as $3, I believe. That's how it was last year. I'm too hyped, and I cannot believe this thing literally broke off, guys. I cannot believe that. I'm going to try to repair that, so hopefully this diecast stays together. I might put a new clear coat on it. I want to preserve this car. Have a great one, everybody. Diecast Buffet, signing off.